miles north of here, but for now, we've got football at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Green Bay Packers and our home team. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
You playing Dre right now? I'm out there inviting him to the party, bro.
Come on, set. 10-2 soft. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Rock it. Yeah.
Now a carry by the third-year man. This is Austin Eckler. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game.
You see.
That is a little bit pricey. I have to send it back. Huh? Nah, I have to delete it.
He'll lose
yeah, I know. I just called it and they'll do it. Called it. They're going to set it up.
At the 17-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
No.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Complete to Jones. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Huh? The insurance?
No, a new phone and they trusting you that much.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Yeah, you really.
They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
And that's what he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On second down, it's Jones. And they'll get him down right around the 16. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Yeah, I'm
Rodgers
about to
throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. From the gun on 3rd down. Herbert finding a safety valve here. It's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He completes it to Henry. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Well, last year, Henry really looked poised for a prime breakout season, but then May 22nd, tore his ACL during OTAs, ruled out for the year. Actually was added to the active roster in a pretty heroic return for their playoff clash with New England, but did not play. 29 career games for Henry, 12 touchdowns, and now with Antonio Gates' career coming to a close, they expect a lot out of the 24-year-old Hunter Henry. He's got the hook up to Dylan Cantrell. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The Chargers were best in the NFL, 7 of 8 on 4th down last year, and they're going here. On 4th down, Herbert trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 38, Rodgers.
Oh, bro,
It's going to be incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's got the tight end, Sternberger. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Watching that game, scouting.
They'll run on first down. Patrick.
I'm just joking, but people really do
He's
this
going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
First down.
18. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Hey, 626. Hey, I-7.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers.
Oh,
and
my
that's going to be intercepted.
bro.
It's the all-pro safety, Derwin James. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Rodgers brings it in. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets them into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And, Charles, they only needed a yard there. They try to pass the football. What do you think?
Well, I can't really go all out and kill them for the call because that 3rd and 1 fake and throw it over the top for a big play, that often does work. But in this situation, the pressure got to him. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now it's Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
I'm going to get anybody. I got 2 minutes left.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
He's coming, double up. Check 50, check 50.
On play action, now Rodgers. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Jones. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because in a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Being chased out left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now a play fake. Rodgers gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Here's Jones. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. One back in the game. That's Jones, 2nd and goal. Throwing is Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Jay Sternberger, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead grows to 10-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Charger drive about to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Let's go. Hey, team 6. Team 6. Let's go.
The final shot before break. Herbert. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on Here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Throwing now is Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
It's been a long day for you. Check 26, check 26. Put it down.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. Making the catch is Sternberger. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
Now Rodgers. Now look out. Rodgers lost the football. But it looked like a Packer. Yeah, Packer was able to get this back, and they'll indeed keep possession.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball. Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Oh, damn, you bringing him that close?
Hey, you block over here.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming through.
Put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at halftime.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know that
still
discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start. I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Off the play fake. Herbert complete. It's Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there.
Stay with your man. Slam. Check 24, check 24. Leo.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert, he'll get this to Eckler. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Herbert into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick.
Man, you can't be that fast.
3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Rodgers going to throw. This one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 12 on the year. Working from the Rodgers. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Charger drive about to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. 2nd and 9 now. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Darnell Savage, the rookie from Maryland. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Christian Kirksey. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Looking to throw. Herbert. It's Williams on the catch. Got some room at the 30. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start.
Hey, Haywood.
Watch the run. They're running.
Be careful.
From the gun, Herbert going deep here for Allen. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, Herbert. That is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Complete. Hunter Henry with the ground. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Herbert. And caught by Henry. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger 1st. This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15. So and he's in for a Charger touchdown. Hunter Henry, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
I was the only one to be watching the football live.
And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
And they're going to get about 3 here out of this 1st down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
At the 16-yard line.
Now Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass.
Let's go.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and take it to like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Put a faster guy right there.
To throw is Rodgers. Going to throw again. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46.
Hey, exit. Run.
Rodgers to throw once more. It's complete to Jones.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
You got 58.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And now it's 3rd down. Good play there to step in and knock that one away by Chris Harris.
Who said that he couldn't play in the NFL?
Not me.
Not you. A lot of scouts did, a lot of people undrafted, and has turned himself into a Pro Bowl cornerback, one that really knows how to play the position.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long, with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day, all day.
Here's 2nd and 8. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
I ran into one of my... I went to the store to grab my... real Indian shit.
Herbert.
Yo.
Oh, he caught that.
I just ran into one of the Jones I smashed, bro.
Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course.
You don't know
He's
it,
really
though.
been through the ringer.
Yeah, you ever
What
just...
we've seen is a defense that's well
Like,
coordinated. The front and the
I'm not
back
explaining
really
this.
in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The back
You ever
side
see,
being
like
and picking passes
in
off.
public, you ever see one of the Jones you smashed in public? Like that first... Like that first reaction, like, hey, how you doing? Like, yo, I just had that shit happen to me, bro. I just ran into girly home at the fucking Sheets.
And all the way in for a Charger touchdown.
Ran right into it. She didn't recognize me because I had my mask on and
And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit.
So what's up, Weezy?
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball
What's
game.
the move? Yo, Jay, what you doing after that game, bro?
Defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver.
Easy try to call you,
Keep
nigga.
everything
You know
in front of
what I'm
you,
saying? You got
rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. The Packer offense.
She was looking good too, yo. Her shit was fat. I was like, look at you, yo. I was like, yo, I'm gonna eat that
They got to
again.
find a way to get off of autopilot right now.
That shit was
Okay, get
right.
back to what was working
I'm
for
about to
them
hit her up
earlier.
right now.
Understand that they still have a 2-score lead, so it's not dire.
Well, I
but
really
at the
didn't
same
say
time,
that.
okay, guys, let's mash the gas. Let's get
That I
going
was gonna hit
again.
her up.
Let's have some fun.
I was just like, it's good to see. I was like, it's good to see.
Come up 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling.
I was like, hold on.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
319. That's 30. Get back.
Let's get off the field.
Plant.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's got Adams comes on the hookup. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And picked up by the Chargers. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. Second down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're...
And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
Yeah, turn that off,
Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps it.
Yeah, whoever's banging that shit, you about to get muted.
And you wonder about their strategy, because with a 2-score lead, you think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock.
Listen, bro.
Keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An
Bro, don't
incomplete
say that
pass
around
on
people,
first
bro.
down. That leads
Do
to
not
a
say that around
2nd and
people.
10. Off play action. Herbert. And what a catch there by Allen. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their
timeouts. Bro, it's not even a banger, bro. Just because of the chicks in the video.
To go in the game.
Because of the chicks in the video, bro. No.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Man, bitches gonna shake their ass regardless if they see a nigga with getting money and shit. You know how much hoes
He's going to let it
man.
fly. And that will be incomplete.
No, they're not.
Would have been a big
They're not. They're not going to play that.
You playing shit right now. I bet you everybody look at the DJ like, what the fuck is you doing? Like they did in Rugers when we went down there and they was playing that 6-9 shit.
They don't even play this shit anymore.
As soon as they play this shit, niggas is like, whoa, nah, we're not getting jiggy with this shit.
Second down, and this one incomplete as well. We have not seen
look at that Bronco roster.
Receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
I'm going to use Derrick Henry to at least 28, 29. I know that. He's 25, bro. He's 25.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's
bro, you can sign to a long contract. Then you drop another running back to rebuild, and you be like the feature back, like you set like your third down back, like your backup back. Is that arm? If you happen with armbar, or you change his
Whether it's
trait?
a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly
You
here
happen
on
with
first
armbar, or
down.
you change his trait?
Operating from the gun. Herbert.
Armbar is
He
wonderful.
completes
I
it
love
to Henry.
armbar.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Trevor Williams with a pick. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Well, partner, even though my phone alarm failed me this morning and I missed our AM workout, we still made it through.
Someone told me to get these Vikings.
We always know I need extra workouts just to keep up with it, so it doesn't matter. But thanks for sharing a booth, and thanks for being our quarterback.
Yeah, you're the quarterback. Always a pleasure, my friend.
Yo, they got Luke Kuechly. Yo, hold on. Eric got to do something about that.
On the year. And they will
Come
head
on,
back
bro.
home
Niggas is letting niggas use
week.
Luke Kuechly
Meanwhile,
in the fucking...
for the home team here, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll be off to Oakland next week for a date with the Raiders.
No, we not advancing yet.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew
in the industry.
I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Southern California.
You gotta get high as fuck, though.